Hi everybody, it's me Gemma, and today I want to get some goddamn books off my TBR. Now, by my TBR, I'm not talking about my Goodreads TBR. That would take possibly 10 million years. I'm really only talking about the books that I physically own. I want to get them read. I want them off of my back, because every time I look at them or every time I want a new book, I think, but Jimmy, you have all these other books that you haven't read yet. So let's just talk about them, shall we? So one of these books is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. Sam at Thoughts and Tomes loves this series, and I really picked it up from the back of that because we have quite similar taste, and I've heard some really good things about the series. So I do really want to read it. It's just taken me so long, but this is one of the ones I want to read it, and soon, so that I can either unhaul it if I don't like it or continue on with the series if I do like it. And then I also have A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I have read exactly one V.E. Schwab book, which is Vicious. I really liked it. People have said that I will probably really like A Darker Shade of Magic, so just read it, Gemma. I don't know. Do you ever have that where you have books that you do really want to read, but for some reason you just never pick them up? Like whenever you go to pick a book up, you're like, oh, I've had this book for 10 million years. I could read this, or I could read something from Kindle Unlimited. And then you read something from Kindle Unlimited and the book just continues to sit there forever. It's really annoying. So then also in that vein, I have Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. This one sounds like it's right up my alley. It's about a set of triplets are born into this royal family every generation, and they have to sort of fight to the death to be queen. So there are, I believe, 4 books in this series so far, and again, I just want to get it read so that I know if I like it or not, and then either I can move on with the series or I can unhaul it. So in a very similar vein is The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chakshi. I picked this one up just before I started The Gilded Wolves because it sounded really good, and it sounded like it was a Hades and Persephone retelling. So I love that kind of stuff. So I picked this up, and it's got, I think, 2 books in the series. It's a duology. Ever since I read The Gilded Wolves, I have been put off reading this because I didn't really like The Gilded Wolves all that much. So I'm kind of like, will I? Won't I? Again, just read it. If you like it, great. If you don't, it can go to someone else. And I'm well aware that I'm giving myself a pep talk here. So also The Devouring Grey. I picked this up, I think it was one of the first books I picked up on the recommendation of BookTube, and I still haven't read it. But it's one of those, I did start it, I think I started it, and I read maybe the first 2 chapters and then never went any further with it. So at least the sequel isn't out yet, so I don't feel quite as bad, but still, come on. Now, these 2 you're just going to roll your eyes at because, you know, if you know, you know. And that is Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I've read one of them so far. I really enjoyed it, but then someone told me who she gets together with at the end, and I was massively unimpressed. So I've not read the rest of them yet. So I also set this one out on like my side table next to my like reading chair, saying I'm going to read this next. It's going next to me. It's happening. And that was the beginning of December. I still haven't read it yet. Yep. That's how it be. So last one of these ones is The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross, and this one, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this one, but it just sounded good to me. It's about a girl who has to choose like a talent, and then yeah, it's a school setting. That's what made me sort of want to read it. So it sounded a bit unusual. It's got a school setting. Let's just get it read, shall we? So which one of these do you think I should start with? If you have any opinions on which of these books you think I would like the best and therefore should push to the front of the queue, please do let me know. And as always, have a good one. Take care. Bye.